Not messing about either. This is the aggressive style of Lynn Vision. 3 straight up mid, but no presence shown from Cloud9. They avert their attention straight towards this B site, and almost immediately they're met with resistance.
Right on in. Julie's Glocks leading the charge. Hobbit going to be tucked away at Glyph here, trying to lock it all down. Oh, P2K not going to be able to do it. It's the Julies for G to make them go, gee whiz. Axol now in a 1v3, looking to make it happen with this P2K, but I don't know if it's going to work out for him today.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be where we see Lynn Vision throw it away with some unnecessary aggression, but their post-plant positioning looks good. They've left a massive hole, though.
Oh, and Axol knows. He knows their positions, but he's been dinked around the corner now and peeks into the pre-fire. Westmelon going to be locking it in for LVG, and that will be a T-pistol in the bag.
He never knew what hit him. Like, it felt as though that was a little bit delayed from our perspective, but dear me, he certainly was slow to react to anything. I like this from Lynn Vision, though. This current, meta of walled up Ts with aggression, the angry mob meta, if you want to call it that, seems to be getting the job done. And if they keep going with this game style, they may just be able to get themselves some more success. Cloud9, though, just onto pistols. They're just heaped up towards mid, and now a foot race towards this B site with the Molotovs just locking things out. The boost over the smoke to see if we can net something for Shiro, but nothing's surfaced just yet. Maybe some exits here and there. The MAC-10s will surely go searching for Lynn Vision. Exits on the menu.
Yeah. Not as tasty as those bunny snags for sure. And if you're just joining us, you missed the best content so far of IEM Sydney.
Yeah.
Maybe not the greatest, but maybe the most Australian.
Definitely the most entertaining.
Depends on who you ask.
Oh, the MAC-10's starting to farm up here.
We did hear from BetBoom in their lobby interview that MAC-10 is the greatest gun in the game, followed closely by the P90. And so far, we haven't seen a huge amount of MAC-10 action over the top. What are we doing? What happened?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Bit of farming going on, though. Either way, the MAC-10s, we knew that they would be aggressive in the post-plant, looking for some money. Not really taking too much out of the CT economy, though. There was just P250s invested. There wasn't armor, per se. So, 2 orgs here for Cloud9, just straight onto that org meta play.
From the sounds and the changes in the KD there, I think Zaka got a bit of action at the end, must have fallen to a pistol and then had to rebuy it with the Galil. So I think that's all we missed. 2-0 though, and with losing a couple of individuals, it means that Lynn Vision's buy rather isn't going to be too great moving into the next round. If they lose this, bomb plant dependent, many things you need to keep an eye on, and that nade was lovely. Look at the value out of it.
Maximum value in return on that. Smoke gets blown.
Axol!
Oh, he gets exposed. And they get their entry into the site, but Electronic's there to receive.
Oh.
Picking up his third.
As his spray works. Mine doesn't do that. His certainly does. 3 men sprayed down with the A4, of course, the extra 10 bullets in that magazine, helping him out there. But Cloud9 on the board, fending off the rifles from Lynn Vision.
Oh, he just held that down, didn't he?
Yeah.
But Perfecto picking up the third through that smoke. Zaka had no idea. He was only making his transition into the site. But more importantly, how quick was that rotation from Cloud9? So just back to this, whatever we can afford buy at Lynn Vision. Just looking for picks. It's a split pick strategy. Very much back to basics here.
Axol on a relatively common offline. We'll see if Lynn Vision deal with it. There's a couple of bangers to maybe send the boys into A main, but with that smoke going down, are Lynn Vision going to respect it? No, flashing straight through. No CTs there to stop them, though. Already back with some heavy mid pressure for C9. And I don't know if they've heard this. They're too interested in what's going on at mid. And look at the space created all the way through A. Westmelon was just running, sprinting there. And it feels like Axile did not hear a thing. They're all the way over towards CT. Amelia as well at mid. The Tech-9 going to be able to find at least one. Trade starts to come through. So the comms are there for C9. But the round may not be.
Absolutely. Definitely feels like it's in the hands of Lynn Vision at the moment. There's still some searching to do. Electronic, just not quite sure. Just buying a bit of time to wait for his teammate to join him. They've got no idea where these Lynn Vision players could be.
Oh,
and
look at this.
Step right into the trap. Lynn Vision.
That was sick.
Eyes on the prize.
Cheeky old crossfire, off angle, bait and switch setup. The offline from heaven over towards camera. Take that contact. Zaka swings out. Gets that second man. Well played in the post plant from Lynn Vision. But I'm going back to what we barely missed, which was the initial push through A. C9 just let it happen, and I don't know if they knew it was coming.
I don't feel like they had any read on that whatsoever.
Or audio, but look, that's
That's a hot
what I
topic.
was leaning towards.
Been a hot topic, that's for sure.
Beautiful.
Starry.
Mac 10 action.
He beat the SMG foot race there. They take control straight through mid. What do they do from here, though? They're just going to bust straight through that smoke. Shiro! Hello! Straight to hero status here, but gets shot in the back in the end.
That's all that second man. Going to be able to come through and at least find one before getting traded out. So there's a chance for Perfecto here. An Org Enjoyer. An Org Believer. But are we a believer in this 1v2? One bullet onto Zaka will do it. And Amelia only with the Mac 10? I say only. But that thing can swing. And the bomb still needs to traverse across the site. Perfecto creeping. Oh, finds the first and has the range for the second. But that Mac 10 man in the right hands, it looks like that. Amelia doing work to get another full Vision.
Yeah, his focus went straight to Fountain. Unfortunately, it was just crosshair a little bit too high. But great play for there from Shiro to just stop the site from being overwhelmed almost immediately. It buys a little bit of time for Axile. And Amelia, Smack 10. It is... They're enjoying that.
Huh?
They're enjoying that. Lynn Vision out to a racing start. They've broken the C9 economy. Pretty quick smoke to heaven. The Mac 10s are just jumping in. This is how they win.
Ah, this is my kind of CS2. I'm here. Now, I might be more of a Lynn Vision enjoyer after this game.
This is straight out of Asian CS Clip of the Week.
This is straight out of my Premier games. It's the best way to do it. Put your life on the line. That thing has a decent jumping accuracy and moving accuracy and should be nerfed at some point because it is too cheap for what it is. 2v5 and Lynn Vision are happy to keep on putting Westmelon forward as a sacrificial lamb. But unfortunately, pistols are also very strong weapons in CS2, Jim, and we're putting that on display right now.
Oh, man. P250, he just needed one more bullet there, Electronic. Oh,
the damage,
ragdoll.
the value out of $600 it is, mate.
He got absolutely cleaned up there, just swiped. But tell me these Mac 10s aren't overpowered. Tell me, Mac, that the $600 kill bonus is also stinging.
We haven't seen too much of it here at IEM Sydney. I never expected to see too much of it, but if it's happening right now, the theory is you're paying $2,050 for a Mac 10 and armor, buy your util, that's what, maybe another K, and you're able to drop AKs and other weaponry across to your teammates, and you're also farming up so much extra money, as long as it's working. And even if it's not working, you're saving a little bit of extra as well. You're the bank of the team.
There we go. Electronic just tries to find some timing here through mid. Disrupt the plays from Lynn Vision from behind now. As Hobbit also makes contact. Now, they've got to try and weed out Electronic, and that they do. G, already finding the splinter cell among them. So Lynn Vision have given themselves at least a moment of calm. It felt as though Electronic had really disrupted play there.
Yeah.
Just chewing up a bit of time here, though, for Lynn Vision. Let's just see how comfortable they are with the late executes.
Just tossing that util around. Looking like we're going to get that heaven smoke molly towards the stairs. And Axile going to be stuck here on site at Cake, but there's going to be no real util to force him on out just yet. He's going to drop a preemptive smoke, but it's not going to stop him. That nade finishes him off, and Westmelon opens up the site, bringing it to that 2v2, but it's a double flank coming through.
Yeah, this could be problematic. G's going to find contact at the first, and that is going to be Perfecto on his lonesome with this AUG, and he can already see. Well, now he's found the first. He's got to think about the second. The pre-fire's there, but G's already missed the shot.
Lovely.
And that is beautiful from Perfecto.
He knew it. Read it like a book. G thought he might have had some time to reposition, maybe play the timer down, but instead gets shot straight out of midair. So that's that. And C9 have found themselves a second, but in the worst possible way again, with only one player surviving on that CT side.
Exactly. He might be slow on the rotations when it comes to the sausages, but when it comes to the Counter-Strike, he's got it good. I don't know where your mind goes for that, man.
Back to the content, man.
Always. A little bit disappointed with that shot too, G. Did a good job in that round.
Yeah.
I do feel as though Lynn Vision are doing a good job of trading into these sites.
Is that Starry with like the high hand? Oh no, he was just playing around. I thought he was playing with his arm up.
All right, just like stretching the fingers.
Yeah. Just having some fun. And late tactical going to be used again. Looks like C9 called that one in the final couple of seconds of the time there.
Not a bad time to call it either. I've got to try and work out where on earth this economy sits. Obviously, the high rate of SMGs being used as well. You have to try and factor in, whereas teams normally maybe not buying. You've got to try and almost calculate what their economy's going to be with some bolstered... well, with the potential of low buys coming through, and with the bolstered, kill bonus from the Mac 10s, it kind of leaves you in a, I don't know, bit of a weird state.
Yeah, well, that's
of
what
mathematics.
And Lynn Vision are going all in. They realise that Cloud9's economy is going to be in a terrible way if they win this round. So, swing to win the swing round in more ways than one. And G has this flash at the ready. Looking to send in the troops. Amelia as well. Sitting back with a Tech 9. It's going to be the rifles looking to make all this noise. Hobbit. Nice little line there from Dark, but the trade's favouring C9 right now. Zaka swinging, making work of the Mac 10. It's beautiful for the trades, but Perfecto did more than enough.
Yeah, Perfecto's multi-fragging ability has already been tested pretty extensively by Lynn Vision, but the Mac 10 from Zaka is looking to provide them with an opening in this round. He trades it out for the AUG. That's, to be honest, probably not the worst upgrade when coming from a Mac 10.
7 bullets. Opts for the reload, which gives them a sound cue. And he's left the bomb there for a fair while now. Swinging into a crossfire. Ain't going to go well for anyone in this game. And there you have it. 3 on the board. C9 starting to pick up some pace on the CT side.
Yeah, finally they string some rounds together. And Hobbit had to try and pivot on a dime in Dark, but Perfecto has just been delivering. And to be honest, I feel like Zaka didn't really commit to the wide swing there. He went straight into a crouch state, and we know that's a no-no. The Mac 10 is providing so much long-range capability that I never thought it was possible. But you got to play the patch that you're given. Zaka gives Hobbit a free haircut.
Just getting it done with the quote-unquote bad guns. Trade starting to come through from Axile, and in comes this pace. Lynn Vision playing a game that C9 are expecting, but where do they go? They're where the CTs buy guns.
Yeah, this is...
And they might have picked the right approach.
Flank on flank.
Shiro. Oh, was that a drop? Yeah, they've heard that. Someone's gone the wrong way. Hit a little jump bind by accident, and Perfecto. Thought he was going to be looking the right way, but the Glock's going to be able to tear him a new one. Shiro stopping the swing and at least locking down some sight control. A bomb plan would be lovely, but Electronic says no. And Starry now in a 1v3, just with the Glock in hand.
Yeah. Electronic had to bide his time with that flank as well. Could have easily been overwhelmed himself, but they managed to get themselves out of the round with 3 surviving Cloud9. Not bad from Lynn Vision, though. They would have got a bomb plant there. I think that would have been probably the best possible scenario. But at least it means they can get Mac 10s now.
More than enough utility to make this round work for themselves. And Cloud9, economy mostly being kept at bay. So they need to find themselves a clean round here at some point. Molly's going everywhere. Lynn Vision happy just taking that doors control, window control, and in the meanwhile it's Shiro poking his head out through the A main spots. More smokes blooming at the right moment. And Shiro, again, going to be able to stop this split for a moment. Big flank coming through. No one with the eyes on canals, and Hobbit's just going to be able to waltz on through. Perfecto 2, just drawing that attention. And C9 now in a bit of an awkward position, but they've managed to really just hustle Lynn Vision in towards mid.
And Lynn Vision, what can they do in this 4v2? I mean, you've got Electronic very patient in his position. I mean, they got control of CT spawn, but that's not a bomb site. So Cloud9 trading places. Got the power of position. And with 27 seconds left on the clock, Lynn Vision actually have to make up their mind. Not going to leave themselves a whole heap of time to really clear things out if they do continue to go this slowly through. What are they going to do? They're just going to save this out. Kind of weird. No, they're right on the site, but they do get that bomb plant. It is going to be the bomb plant that is denied, though.
It's a hard spot to plant. It's a hard site to plant when
you've got
no control of main, no control of dark, no control of CT. How do you plant for Temple? The answer is you can't.
No. They really suffered. Oh, man.
Not without that util anyway.
Yeah, this is where some of the decision-making from Lynn Vision kind of catches up with them. I mean, going to be trying to make some of these openers work. They just gave over far too much control too early on. Cloud9 just fighting fire with fire. Some of these aggressive players coming through from them has been quite successful. Countering Lynn Vision, really disrupting their style of play, but Lynn Vision have actually looked their best when they've been very decisive in the early to mid round. Some of these faster rounds have really caught Cloud9 off guard. I wonder if that's territory they venture back into.
C9 with plenty of mollies across the board though, so we'll see if Lynn Vision run through the fire. They got 1 smoke, 2 bangers. And seem to have an idea up their sleeves. Buying down slightly, some towards that 1300 mark, so you want to have some method to the madness. And we might see that towards an A split with where Lynn Vision are currently sitting. 2-3 split. C9 very worried about a fast B hit, as you expressed. And it's just going to be the slow, silent contact in from mid.
Been able to take control of mid quite a few times here, Lynn Vision, but Cloud9 are more than happy to give control. Mid to...
That's it.
Oh, the timing not quite working out. Here we go. Pistols start to roll on in. Pain heaped on this A site. However,
Save
they've
her
got to
up.
hold it together. 5v3. And I think you're right. This is where, as we said, the economy, the questions start being asked. Is this even worth us going for?
Well,
are we just going to turn more weapons over?
They can afford one weapon lost, and that's going to be Hobbit. Staggered at the front. He's got some players close to trade, but they're going to give it a sniff now. With Heaven controlled, there is a world where this one works out. Tech9 right underneath him. Oh, gee, going to be able to find one eventually. And it's just the exit that now C9 are looking for. Lynn Vision happy with the round, happy with 5 alive, and the win means 4 alive and the win means they're going to be real decent to buy into the next round.
Yeah. And unfortunately, with Hobbit being the sacrificial lamb there on the retake attempt, kind of leaves them in a weird state with what they can afford for the rest of the buy. I'm going to put my bets on some MP9s coming out for Cloud9. But they gave far too much territory to Lynn Vision. Okay, Shiro back on that AWP. Saved over from last round, and they've actually been able to put together a pretty decent buy, but speed is key here coming out of Lynn Vision. And Molotov on doors is... feels like it's buying Cloud9 more time than anything else. Electronic anti-flash, but... now they re-aggress here. They're not expecting Starry in such a forward aggressive position. Electronic should be good for the trade. It's starting to open up some space across the map for Lynn Vision. That's exactly what they want.
Yeah.
They want some space to work with.
All right. Perfecto. Here at the pillar. Not going to get enough work done. Hobbit. Ooh. Only able to find one on the trade game. Electronic, he's here. And he has no fear. 5 bullets in that clip. Swap into the other M4 and the molly. Denying the plant for a moment. Westmelon needs to get as far away from those flame ticks as possible.
Even a grenade will kill it.
Oh, and that's looking good. Gee, can he make it happen?
Oh, no.
Time's on his side, but a missed opportunity for Shiro. He'll back it up with a re-swing. Swinging equals winning so far here in IEM Sydney. And we've got a second half to get to. Ladies and gents, see you on the other side of this.
Ich sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blicke über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg. Ich sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blicke über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg. Backpack, Kippen und Drinks gegen Tristesse. Großstadtbild, komm mir nicht weg. Kopf fragt, mach kein Pisstest, nein. Ich will nicht auf deine Party gehen. Engel und Teufel tanzen schwarmsee. Von deinen Lippen tropft der Chardonnay. Ich küsse sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blick über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg. Fadet auf den Wohnzimmerdeal. Baby, sag, wieso sind wir hier? Kann sein, dass wir den Boden verlieren. Wir heben ab morgens um 4. Ich sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blick über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg. Ich sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blick über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg.
Welcome back to Intel Extreme Masters Sydney 2023. We have Lynn Vision Gaming going toe-to-toe, blow for blow with Cloud9, and Anubis is the battlefield for the first map of the series. We're neck and neck, 6 apiece, moving into the second. Nobody knows where this game goes except for Jim. You want to let us in on the secret?
Hang on, man. Let me just flick through my notes. All right, this game goes all the way to the end.
Wow. You're a genius.
Thanks, man.
That's
And I think they're either going to go A or B here. Oh, Pain Train, Glocks are off the rails at the moment.
Yeah.
Westmelon, well, feels like the Wild West to him. He's caught in the middle of a bar fight. All in brawl in the saloon.
That was the fastest pistol I've seen this tournament.
That
I think that was the fastest pistol. Can we get a pistol timer for the rest of the pistols this tournament, just to try and, like, you know, have the time to beat, you know, like a speed run timer?
Yeah.
And just boom.
Okay, let's do the math here.
I have
Minute
found
55 round timer, so that's 15 seconds. 20-second pistol.
20-second round, man. We're getting out of here early.
Yeah.
Well, at least this game. We got another series.
That was a 20-second pistol.
Insanity. The other thing I've noticed so far with all the Anubis games is T's running it down mid with Glocks is very, very common. Very common.
It's mid control, baby. Almost immediately cuts the CT rotation point in half.
Well, the trap has been laid. Axel making huge amounts of noise.
Oh,
That Molly's going to split the stack.
Does he
but
know?
He's not looking. He's just not looking. He lets that happen.
And he's out.
Did he not hear the tick? Did he hear the water?
I don't think he heard anything.
Does he have a headset?
Oh. Shiro, though, has made some contact, and they're going to get the bomb plan over towards this A or this B site.
All jokes aside, it was because the bomb was in spawn, and Axel said, well, someone's got to get it.
Yeah,
I have to get it, and if I
drawn
die, then no one gets the bomb.
the short straw. These pistols, they're a little problematic for Cloud9, but thus far have not been effective.
Crispy with it. Shiro just going to be tapping heads at range. And it should be a 2-round lead once all is said and done. Will 5 survive? C9 have full cleared that CT location. And will exit accordingly. Lynn Vision, nothing brought in, not even armor. So they can die, they can survive. It won't matter in the end. But that is going to be 5 rounds now needed for C9 to close out map number 1.
I mean, theoretically, the task gets a little bit easier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But still so many wild rounds to work with. I feel as though Lynn Vision have to be very careful in their management of their city economy. Because we've seen teams so easily teed up on the edge and fall off.
Ooh, cheeky setup here for the CTs. G not seen, but Didn't need to be. Zaka lucky to be alive. Around that corner, but still copping damage.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Would have been pretty clean.
CS2.
Yeah.
And I've seen this line used a few times now. Cheeky window smoke. Little one-way that's not truly a one-way, but you're not going to see them before they see you. And C9 with this mid-control can still bring it back from the 4v5. G going to be spotted there, jiggling on the stairs. And they're attempting to complete the split. You can see just how scared Zaka is as well. Not wanting to aggress at the top of mid. G falling. And it's all up to Amelia with the pincer coming on in. But brakes are going to be hit now. They can hear these rotations. If Starry falls, maybe there's an answer for C9 to move back to B instead. And Amelia needs to get some kind of info, needs some map control. And he might catch a good timing here, moving towards A main. That's the bomb. He's on his own.
Oh, that's big.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be problematic, as we said. Now he's moved to take a different duel, and he's actually caught Perfecto out, but he's immediately traded by Electronic. They have control of the site now, Mac, and the bomb plant should come in. But Starry...
They need to cross. Axol's only got 19 health. Starry the savior, but Amelia, the MVP of the round. That push, that 2K, was huge to bring LVG back in it.
Absolutely wild timing there, but I think he realised he had that sort of responsibility to turn and watch his own back. I thought surely Cloud9 have got themselves in a winning position, but great heads-up play from Amelia. He just wasn't aware of the fact that Electronic had gotten all the way to heaven. Starry arrives in the nick of time. Brings Lynn Vision back. Now we've got this wild buy coming out, and you can see they've taken territory quickly, Cloud9. Cut sound.
Yeah.
And this is problematic for a team that doesn't have info like Lynn Vision.
Oof. Bob it. Ain't stopping.
Oh.
Swing to win. G trying to hold the line, but that is going to be the downfall.
That's the round.
Westmelon falling, B sights in their hands, and the bomb still a while away. We'll see if LVG can bring it back from a 2v4 this time. Already War capitalizing on a 3v4. Axol hasn't spotted that. And Zaka,
that's the bomb.
He's communicated something. He knows that there's a rotation coming through. And there's no eyes on B main. Guns out, swings there, bombs down. And now maybe a chance. The aggression from Zaka could save the day. One more player known here. But the bomb on the other side of the molly at B main. So it's all down to how the timing goes for C9, how they play it together. And they won't even need to. Axel, he's just swinging, almost winning everything. Amelia, can he find two more?
No, he's not even going to try and hold the bomb here. I think he's just trying to watch his back. Perfecto! Gets baited into that duel, and now it's a 1v1.
I love this. Look where Amelia's gone. Big rotation all the way through Temple already. And might be able to catch a timing. Doesn't have that kit, but might not need it. 20 seconds to plant now for Shiro.
Oh, okay. Clearing out Dark. Is he going to try and leg it? Oh my goodness.
He's got time. That water, I don't know if it's been heard. It seems to not have been. As Amelia tucks away still here on B. Shiro making the call. But does he have the time? I think he may just have it. Oh. Nah. So just for you guys at home, there is an issue where that UI at the top is about half a second delayed, which is why I was questioning it. It said 4, which means that there's time, but there is not time because there's a slight delay. All right, so yes, it said 4 seconds on the clock, but that's what went down just then.
Okay.
That's the confusion.
That's helped me a lot because I was like, surely, there we go.
Yeah, when you said it, I was like, I don't know, because there's definitely been times before where that's happened. I think someone in the cast earlier also got caught out when it said 0, but it wasn't. There should be that, you know, that second, and someone died after time. Anyway, it's a whole thing.
Pretty wild play though, just to think that like that decision-making tree affects things so adversely with the rotation back towards A. But anyway,
just those inches, man.
Exactly. Yeah, it's quite literally 1 inch could have saved him. I think Lynn Vision here, though, have given up complete control of middle. I mean, this is... Zach is just holding this line with Util. That's it. Like, he's got a pixel gap holding it with util. He can get one bead. This is CS2. Oh man, that Molotov's not going to stop too much. Emilio's got a lot to deal with at the moment. He needs to stay alive and preserve his position at the moment.
He didn't want to do that. Dead fight. Fighting! And Westmelon, he wants more, and he almost got it too. But C9 will fall back to site, try to play it together. Axile in a strong position, tucked away next to the smoke, and he's not going to be seen straight away. But time still on the side for Lynn Vision Gaming. Just edging around and waiting for the aggression. Axile still not seen, but he's only got the dig. A couple of crisp ones, and maybe, just maybe, it works. But Starry, even though he got team flashed, made that one work.
Yeah, just... that could have been problematic, to say the least.
Coulda.
And, well, despite some of their best Asian CS, they still win the round, Lynn Vision. Did make it close, though, Cloud9. Were given far too much territory. That Molotov dropped at the entrance. It did not perturb Cloud9 whatsoever.
Oof. Well,
he knows how close that was.
That missed plant might come back to bite them if Lynn Vision Gaming take this map by 1 round, maybe 2. Then that one's going to sting even more. Almost as much as losing G that early is going to sting the CTs right here. C9 should be able to figure out how to close it out with the numbers advantage, and they've already got strength of position from Axile, who's edging in at A main, but he doesn't want to go solo. We'll draw out the rotations with that smoke.
Yeah, that smoke and the flash pairing is just going to allow Zaka some info. Smoke is blown, but he doesn't spot out Axile. Look at this, heads up play straight into this ace site. Smoke's going to just stop Starry from being able to accurately relay any info. And the lurk has been eliminated. So now they've got a retake on their hands purely and simply for Lynn Vision. And they are biding their time. Got plenty of utility to work with, and now the positioning starts to come through. However, Shiro makes quick work as he starts to swing around, and I feel as though Lynn Vision, they were far too indecisive in that retake. The disjointedness was their undoing.
It was hard from that man down. You could see the angles back in, but you know they can't see what we can see. It's a whole different ball game right now. And Starry carrying the Krieg across to the next. So there is a chance for some damage to get pumped out here. All tied up again. And C9. Financial still not in a good way. Lynn Vision taking the eco and hoping they can stack to a W. With heavy presence on the B site, looking to catch a timing after that molly. But in the meanwhile, C9 doing ring around the rosy, going around the merry-go-round and starting to make their way in at A.
That Molotov's really put a pin in their plans, this push. Somewhat delayed, Perfecto. He's going to have a bit of a melee on his hands, but it's short-lived. He's caught out by Westmelon.
Electronic looking to deal with those pistols, and he's just playing right at the back, all on his own. Ooh. There goes another, there goes the gun. Westmelon hoping that maybe there's a world where he can get that pick up an AK. I believe the SIG is not too far away. But Electronic locking down that cross towards T-spawn. And Cloud9 should keep 4 alive here. We'll see how that statement develops.
Here's that SIG. So SIG and a Galil taken into the next round. I mean, sure, They're not the traditional rifles, but we know the SIG can be super potent. But more importantly, free weapons for the CTs. Yeah, Westmelon catching a timing there. Dear me. Having Electronic and Perfecto turned it up.
Mm.
They have been firing from the start. Maybe it was all that extra Bunnings practice.
Yeah. The snag buff, mate.
Yeah. Snagging for fragging.
Snagger fragger.
Extra onions.
The new kids on the block are really doing work so far. But Lynn Vision Gaming, this is a round they desperately need if they want to pick up their map. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, they start to run out of rope.
It feels like C9 are just expecting all the chaos now.
Yeah, and this was always going to be the test to see whether or not they could just work out Lynn Vision's aggression and how quickly they could do so. But blow the smoke, they take the push. They keep Cloud9 interested. They're not too sure whether or not this push through A main is on.
Yeah. But we are going to see some extra util rotated in. Another smoke there means if Lynn Vision, or if C9 go for this, they're going to have to bust on through, and in comes all this util, nades there, flashes, mollies, everything. Oh, a little bit of team damage, but the spray ain't working for G. However, Zaka not too far away, so he can at least try and control Heaven if he gets that pick, which he will. Electronic hitting the ground means there's a chance now for the CTs, and Zaka just waiting for the rest of the troops to shift on in.
Yep. Flashes should come through. Neither are going to come through just yet. However, they've got control. That smoke is dissipated. And now the retake's on. Lynn Vision.
Retake's done.
Get it done. And boy, oh boy, wasn't that quick. They had far more utility to use, but they went with the bare minimum.
Insane scenes here. Thought C9 were good once they got past the first two hurdles there, but Zaka keeping them in the round, locking down that nice line, just constantly jiggling, constantly fishing for that peeker's advantage. It's kind of how the game has to be played for the most part.
That was a must-win round for Lynn Vision. Their economy was just on the edge and about to fall off. Now it's a little bit more stable, but again, similar territory here. Oh, they're lining up for these, aren't they? Westmelon.
Swinging. They're doing it. Playing in pairs, and look at the early rotation as well. Full faith on Amelia to lock down mid, to stop any action at A, and Perfecto. He's just trying to keep Lynn Vision interested in the B site. Bomb still in a position where they can pivot, go to A, go to B, depending on what happens at mid or B main.
So much fluidity in the mid to late round. Oh, Zaka. Oh, didn't get caught out, but very lucky. It's Cloud9 making their presence known towards mid, but just keeping that CT rotation deep in that smoke. Well, that's there to be abused. I've got 1 HE on Shiro if they want to blow it, but we'll see how we go.
Oh, the jiggle was good to bait the shot. He saw that molly. He knew someone was on the short side, being a little sneaky little thing. Oh, gee, only good for one there. Glizzy ain't keeping him alive today. C9, the masters of that Glizzy. And Zaka now looking to lock down Palace, waiting for that swing. It's loud at dark, and Amelia hits the ground, so Zaka needs to save the day all on his own. T's not going to show him anything until they damn do. Oh, if this was CSGO, maybe that could have worked, but it ain't. And we're still yet to see a hectic spray transfer in CS2.
That was just a little bit too early. The delayed step in Cloud9 is actually what wins them that round now. I thought G had that collat lined up. No collateral. Oh, but how close was that? You were talking about inches before.
And we don't even know how close it was, because those traces you see, Jim, you know, we all know they're not accurate.
They're wrong.
It
Just
could have been a
imagine.
good shot. It could have been a better shot than what it looked like. It could have been a worse shot than what it looked like.
Imagine.
RNG in a skill-based game, huh?
Look, to be honest, it's not the first Counter-Strike in the series to have inaccurate decals.
Give us Bob. Give us left hand.
Give us, please.
Go on, everyone. Say it louder. Valve might listen. And give us some traces to either turn off or be accurate.
If we bob as one.
Oh! Hold that thought,
Jim.
We got Mac 10 action over towards A main, and they're just a punchy bag for the rest of the boys to clean on up. Perfecto looking to trade out the SMGs and the A-site stack. It was a good read, but unfortunately it wasn't going well.
Yeah, things have gone south for West Melon, unfortunately. Starry is going to be caught out here. Hobbit doing what Hobbit does best.
Popping a cap there with the Mackie. And now, C9 that little closer to a round win. 12-10, need just one more here on the T side to take out Anubis and send us into the second map of the series.
Lynn Vision, well, I mean, their buy's going to be relatively strong, to be honest. Hobbit on that Mac 10, he's opted to keep it. So, we'll see how that pans out. Zach has had a tough time controlling mid, but to be honest, when the roles were reversed, Cloud9 were freely giving control of mid over to Lynn Vision. So, just a difference in philosophy on the way to play the map. But haven't they been abused here through Canal, through Dark?
I want to know if that just isn't hurt, because I've seen a few teams just fully running straight through the water there. Starry, he seems to be aware that something could be around the corner. Axel has no flash to send Hobbit in, but he's just going to hold the line. Hobbit can swing off any attempted aggression, but G, as you can see, he was posted. He's sniffing. He's thinking about what could be. If he takes this shot and there's a Mac 10 around the corner, he's dead.
Oh no, here we go, Hobbit. Swing to win, baby.
Oh, G's aware. He knows something's happening. Oh, hits that one. Okay. Haven't seen too many of them in IEM Sydney so far.
Gee willikers.
And the shift starts to come through. You can see them all talking about what to do with 30 seconds on the clock. Looks like Perfecto might run in to take that contact. There's only one flashbang for Axel to play with here. There's not going to be bait. Oh, it's just straight through, Jim. Starry holding it down, locking the bomb into the ground, and now Perfecto, you may as well save. Should be a chance to buy in the next round for C9 to close it out in regulation. But Lynn Vision with a solid hold, timing down that clock means we have OT on the cards.
Yeah, that's the first time they've actually been able to hold Dark.
Yeah.
It's actually been the key to them being able to hold B.
Well, that one shot the difference, right?
Yeah. Exactly. But even then, they didn't hold the position for the whole round. It was just some late information push from G that was, was made in that particular round. But even now, they opted to try and hold it here. Starry's done a fantastic job of locking it down. But even before that, they were doubled up. So let's just see if that continues in this round. And maybe Cloud9 have got something to try and answer that. But again, immediate pressure on the extremities of the site. They're just looking to try and put some pressure here towards B, see if they can pull some of the attention out of Dark. Oh, and Starry's potentially going to go for a bit of a walk, but that could be far too much risk for very little reward.
The contact in, Zaka at the ready. But are they going to get West Melon into position in time? The Molly won't stop. The push won't do enough damage either. An Electronic Hobbit tearing through the A-site defenses. 3v5 is the retake Lynn Vision has to try to pull off to finish this and take us into OT. And now it gets even harder with G falling. Starry and West Melon, they've done good work.
But now they need to do great work.
Over the top now, West Melon going to be able to find one. Hobbit so low, a stray bullet could push him off the edge. And now it's Starry just looking to stop that bomb from getting to sight. The mollies, they burn hotter and hotter. And this time, Electronic is going to be the one who's trotting into a W. 13-11 on Anubis, and C9 take the first map of the series to keep their tournament lives alive.
Yeah, that was the pick of Lynn Vision as well. They looked far better in